Right.
Our defending champion Thomas Larsen. From England, John Wells. And from the USC PBA Hall of Famer Brian Voss.
That is Luc Jansen, our tournament director.
They will play 2 games.
He is.
And that's it. Total pinfall. Good luck.
He just introduced the players. Welcome everybody at home as well. I'm back after one round of a pass for me. I'm here with Mai. Welcome, Mai.
Hello everybody.
Too bad you're not playing yourself this time, but you did your best. And
yeah, I really did. I guess you really gotta have the lanes with you to be here.
And you were on the pair with Thomas and Kamilla, and they shot like really high scores in the final step 4. So we expect a lot of them from them as well for this finals. The other 2 guys were on the wall as well, so it's going to be an interesting final. It's 2 games again, total pinfall counts for the top 4. John Wells with his first shot on lane 15. Takes out the 4-pin a little late.
Kamilla really got the crowd with her today.
Oh, absolutely. You can see that already whole day. And this messenger, we will see that probably more this finals. Also for Brian and for John and for Thomas. It's something that happens a lot here in Tilburg.
Yeah, thanks to the twister pins.
And they are brand new. We just put them in like last week, especially for this event. And of course for the EBT Masters tomorrow. But yeah, these twister pins do fly around a lot.
Yeah, and sometimes you're grateful and sometimes you're not so grateful about that.
That's true. We saw that with the European Women's Championship in 2012 when we put in wooden pins, especially for the ladies. And there was a total different pin reaction indeed. Alright, so they all started off with a strike.
Yeah, pretty even from the beginning. Thomas is going for the second one.
That was a little high. He got lucky, the 9 got kicked out. This should be an easy pickup for Thomas.
He's been playing really consistent all day and sometimes had to shoot like 5 and 6 pack to actually be the winner of the matches.
Well, that was the case last match as well on a pair of lanes with you. Well, of course he made the 2-4-10. That was quite important to start with. But to kick out Jean-Marc Le Bon for real, he really had to put another string of strikes again indeed. John Wells, light hit.
Going for the second. But when the scores are this high, it's pretty much a mental game as well. So you could see, as if we should talk about the last game with Thomas and Jean-Marc, you could see the mental game was really important and it turned pretty much around already in the 3rd and 4th shot in the second game.
Yeah, you saw with Mark indeed. Jean-Marc that he had some problems with it, and Thomas, well, I think all 4 of these guys are really strong mental. They know how to overcome like a little breakdown or something. Let's see what Brian is gonna do. Played the whole week with just 1 ball. He brought 2, but the absolute hook was hooking too much for him, so he decided the 400A special edition is good enough, and it brought him to the top 4.
7-10. The thing about lanes is that they are pretty different from pair to pair, but also in between the pair. So you really got to keep your eyes on lane and feel your body and feel how the lanes are acting. And the transition is coming quite fast.
True story. We saw that with a lot of people as well in the match play finals, but also in the 4 games this morning. That they started off with 3 really high games, but then for the last game the cut came down by like 20 pins almost.
Yeah, and I was glad for that.
What did you shoot this morning?
A 903.
Oh, yeah, it was supposed to be after 3 games was supposed to be like 905 or something like that, and it got like 889. So
yeah, it dropped pretty much actually.
Let's see what Thomas is gonna do.
Yeah, great shot.
Looks like he's playing a different line than he was in the last match.
Yeah, but I think on fresh it's pretty good to keep it tight from the outside, and as the game go on, you can move slightly inside. This is just, you know, from the beginning to get the carry and get a stable game and still get the pins down.
Yeah, and this is also a little bit the line Kamilla is playing, and I don't think he wants to interfere with this line from John too fast.
No, and he's been playing deep inside all day actually, John.
Kamilla working on the spare. That's another 7-10 on that lane.
That should ring a bell for the people playing right now.
Let's see what Brian is gonna do on the left lane. Nothing specific different, but better hit on the pins. We see a replay of the shot of Kamilla, the 7-10. What happened? It deflected a lot to the 9 pin and just didn't get through the nose. It didn't exit the lane between the pins 8 and 9.
I think the most important thing is for Kamilla and Thomas right now is to, you know, roll the ball more than going around it. And if you go around it, especially in lane 16, you will get the 7-10.
Now he moved in a little bit already.
Yeah, but I think they are different. They're pretty different. And mainly the left lane hooks a lot more than the right lane here, and it hooks earlier too as well.
John Wells, 3 in a row already. And that's another pretty decent shot. He didn't look too happy about it, but...
And what ball did he shoot?
I'm not sure actually.
I think it was the Mastermind. And he just changed it from the Mastermind Genius on lane 15.
That's true indeed, now you say it.
So let's see if he's playing the Genius on 15 again, then there must be a big difference.
That's Kamilla. Little weak 10.
Yeah.
Good
he gets
shot.
Him down, yeah. Kamilla working on a spare. Got it.
After that open frame in the third, she's already falling behind like 30 pins on John and Thomas. But we're only 4 frames in this game yet, so.
And Thomas is much more, yeah. Thomas is much more right on lane 16, so he definitely noticed the difference quite fast.
We see Thomas do this sometimes. Get back when the feeling is not right. He will find a way to get the ball back on on the rack and just take his time. Do everything over again, probably exactly the same. Get a wipe over the ball and...
I think all bowlers are kind of OCD people, somehow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
That's a different ball indeed.
Yeah,
And what a great shot it was.
really,
By this
really
look, I give him a great chance of winning.
Actually, he fought in the first final step today, but ever since he really picked up his game pretty good. Seems like he doesn't understand it.
Thomas, his last shot, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it fell off a little bit too early of his hand. Oh!
Look at that! Look at that! Now showing up.
So the chat is probably going wild right now, and they all say, "Oh, lucky Voss again."
Let's see.
You get some compliments as well.
Oh yeah, thanks people out there. And Thomas pick up the bear. Well, I had to remind you people, I had a really good feeling bowling today, but I think somehow the twisted pins were pretty much against me.
Against you today?
Yeah, I had a lot of single pins. I shot pretty good shots and feeling great actually.
Yeah, that's what I had during qualification indeed. I shot 13-13 with I think like 20 single pins. Missed none of them, but yeah,
But still,
it's a lot of pins.
Yeah.
4 pins, 8 pins, 9 pins, 10 pins. Kamilla with a high shot.
She's trying to adjust a bit. Let's see what Thomas brings up.
But do you think the lanes are transiting so fast since practice then?
Well, I think this oil was put on like this morning, right?
That's true. Well, in
Yeah.
the first lane maintenance after final step 1 indeed.
Exactly. And it's pretty hot in here, so we'll definitely, of course, from the beginning, it's different than from the beginning this morning, and I think the transition is going faster because of the heat in here.
Yeah, but when we looked at practice mode, we saw Kamilla striking and striking and striking a lot, so that's why I'm asking, like, should it change so fast already?
No, it shouldn't. But I think she's probably a bit tense. I would be too. If
Yeah,
I was in the
might
front.
be as well, sure. Let's see what John is gonna do, working on 5 in a row.
Great
Wow.
shot, great shot. He's got a good routine here.
Yeah, this was a little on the inside,
Yeah.
but he had a lot of hold. I think we're gonna see it again.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna see the score, 6 strikes in a row. Oop.
Great shot.
Much
great
better
shot.
shot for Kamilla indeed.
And Kamilla is kind of used to these finals right now. She just won in Poland, and now she stands in a final only 14 days after. She's got a good period right now.
Voss plays a 2-8-10. Really fell out of his hand as well, looked like, but
Seems like you really need to, on lane 16, do the shot and play it through. Not, he kind of stopped up in his approach. And I think that's not so good on 16. You really need to get it through.
he takes 1 and has 111 in 6. John Wells has 6 strikes for 6. Thomas has 106 in 5 with a strike after it. And Kamilla has 86 in 5 and also a strike in 6. So Kamilla is pretty much even with Brian. Thomas in second and John Wells is taking the lead at this point. Great shot by Thomas. Indeed a completely different line, way more on the outside.
Well, it's just going strong here.
A washout for Kamilla there. Didn't make it to the pocket. Brian Voss.
Striking here.
5 strikes and 2 splits for Brian so far.
Let's see if Kamilla makes it.
There
Oh,
she
yeah.
goes.
She's still in the fight.
Well, at this point it's still a one-man show with John stealing it. But let's see what's gonna happen with this next shot for Thomas. Big shot. Looks good.
Yeah.
Little light hit, but that's no problem.
John's working on the 8th. Let's see. Oh.
That's a washout as well.
Yeah,
A
what a
little far
washout.
to the outside. And it just didn't pick up. I think we're gonna see it again. There it goes. A little, yeah, too far to the outside. Not enough hook on it.
It really seems like 15 is hooking pretty much earlier than 16 right now. A big difference. Yeah, he makes it. Great shot there.
40.5 kilometers per hour. That's okay. So this is an easy spare for Kamilla. Brian. Just strikes and splits so far. Both splits thrown on lane 16. And just 1 strike there so far, let's see. And another split on lane 16 for Brian. 3 splits for Brian so far on lane 16.
Yeah, he only hit a strike once there.
And he's gonna finish the 10th frame there as well. And he's not gonna shoot 200. Or he has to make this, but I don't think that's very reasonable. He will. It's not the easiest split. Well, at this point it looks like the second game will go between Thomas and John. Kamilla can still, well, she can shoot 204. Where Thomas can shoot depends on what he's gonna do.
Thomas makes
Ooh.
this one. He's only 30 behind.
He will be able to shoot 256 still indeed. Where John is on a 276 pace. That's 20 pins.
Look at that.
That's another 11 pins in Thomas's eyes.
Yeah, I wonder what he's thinking right now.
I hope he's thinking just